All right, guys, today we're going to talk about your sonnet. I'm going to try to make this, short and sweet. So I went ahead and I wrote one stanza of a sonnet. Now, the important things we're going to hit today is remember that these letters on the side, that's your rhyme scheme. So an A line has to rhyme with an A line, a B line has to rhyme with a B line. And remember, none of the other lines in the poem can rhyme with your A or your B. Otherwise, that would be their letter. So you need to check your work as you go on. I wrote one stanza of a sonnet today, and I wrote it about nature, but you have your own topic today. Your topic is COVID-19 and or quarantine. So you have to be writing about those things. As my example, I wrote about nature so that I wouldn't give you any freebies, but you need to be writing about COVID-19 and or quarantine. So here we go. We're going to go over this first stanza that I wrote. The lovely trees danced on the wind. So it's an A, which means this line has to rhyme with our other A. So let's really quick, before we even read it, let's see if they rhyme. Wind, grinned. Good. Okay, we're good. Now remember, none of our other lines can rhyme with wind or grinned. Otherwise, it would be an A. All right, our B line is not going to rhyme with our A because it's a new rhyme scheme. Here we go. I watched their leaves spiral to the frosted earth. Let's check before we even read on. Earth, mirth. Earth, mirth. Okay, we're good. So now I'm going to start from the beginning and just slowly read this to you. The lovely trees danced on the wind. I watched their leaves spiral to the frosted earth. The beautiful sight touched my soul, and I grinned as my humble surrounding purged all envy and mirth. Okay, so now we know wind and grinned, earth and mirth. All right, the other two stanzas follow that same pattern of alternating rhymes. So, right, C has to rhyme with C, D has to rhyme with D, E has to rhyme with E, F has to rhyme with F. Our very last stanza is what's called a rhyming couplet, which all that means is it's two lines that rhyme together. So make sure that you're following this rhyme scheme. Also, you have to include 3 different types of figurative language. If you noticed, I included personification. The lovely trees danced on the wind. So that was one form of figurative language. I would need to write more. I need to do 3 different types of figurative language. Your choices are simile, metaphor, personification, onomatopoeia, idiom, and alliteration. You don't have to do all 6, you have to choose 3. When you do your examples, you need to highlight the line you used it in. So, what that means is you highlight, and then you go ahead and choose this little button. It says highlighter color, and I don't care what color you highlighted, but you're going to highlight your line. Oh, I don't like that I can't see that very well. I'm going to do a lighter color. There we go. Okay. Excuse me. So you are going to go ahead and write your sonnet. You have today and tomorrow, but you also have all of next week to finish assignments. So if you need next week to do this too, that is okay. It's not late. So you need to remember your rhyme scheme. You need to remember to use 3 different types of figurative language. You need to remember that you are writing on the topic of COVID-19/quarantine. If you have any questions, please feel free to